This video is for people who have been talking about lower support autism, but especially to the parents of children with higher support autism that I've been talking about it, because I am really struggling to understand. I have been late diagnosed autistic. I was diagnosed last year and I am 28, and I had to live with the impact of autism, specifically a problem that does happen with lower support needs autism, whereas it goes undetected. There's many problems, many signs, big impacts on that person's life, but it's not detected because, one, I am female and I don't have the presenting symptoms that are or used to be deemed catchable at an early age. It tends to be, obviously, like we all know, based off boys, and boys and girls tend to present differently because girls mask. We all know this. But I have seen so many videos, especially from parents of children who have higher support needs autism, wanting in some way to classify their child's autism differently because they feel like they're not comparable. Now, first of all, is not using higher support, lower support different anyway? But I don't like using those terms because, just like what is happening now, lower support needs autism is seen as not really impacting that person. Now, let me tell you, I was impacted by my autism when I wasn't able to make friends. I was impacted by my autism when I was bullied through pretty much every stage of my schooling. I was impacted by my autism when I was in the constant cycle of trying to, and was in deep depression, would not be able to clean, wash, do anything for myself. I was angry because I couldn't express myself. I was seen as a naughty, destructive child because I had mental health problems and I was not able to explain why I felt the way I felt. I struggled to sit in different places in my own home because I had a specific place. I struggled to eat certain foods, eating disorders. I could go on and on about the impact on my life that autism has had, and I will make a separate video, but right now this is just because I am astounded that for people who have an understanding of how difficult autism can be, and also an understanding of the discrimination, the misinformation, and the difficulty with people not understanding autism, is that they could then go and try and step on other people that they deem to be below them, as if autism is some kind of club that you have to have the right pass to get into. And I think what people do not realise, and I will promise you this, is if you try to take the rights away from people with lower support autism, then they will be coming for your children next. Because if we go backwards, they're going to go all the way. And the people that might be supporting your idea that lower support autism don't deserve the same label, or do not struggle as much as you, so don't deserve the same support or understanding from people, are the same people that will then try to remove the rights of your child and will try to remove the understanding and the acceptance of your child. We're already seeing this in America right now, and it's terrifying. But I don't understand why anybody, especially somebody who might not be suffering from autism themselves, you are assuming, if your child is high support needs and maybe they do struggle to make decisions for themselves, or they struggle to be able to talk even, how dare you make an assumption that they will believe that someone with lower support autism doesn't deserve the same label, help, or support as them? You are making that assumption as a neurotypical person who doesn't even experience the autism yourself. And I'm not saying looking after people with high support needs autism is not a difficult job. I understand how difficult it must be, but don't assume that your child would want to take the rights away from others who have struggled to even get to the point that they're at in terms of support. It takes so much longer for higher masking individuals to get the help and support. And I can tell you from personal experience that the damage that is done on the way to a diagnosis, it sticks. And I don't think some scars are not visible, and late diagnosed autism leaves a lot of those scars. So can we please stop fighting amongst ourselves and start supporting each other? It seems so unimaginably stupid to me that we would be in a time of progress and then start trying to go backwards from within inside. I will make a video specifically about living with higher support, lower support autism, but I am just seeing these videos and I am struggling to rationalize or understand how it's supposed to help anybody. We already get enough judgment and assumption from everybody else that doesn't understand autism. Just because your child or you have higher support needs, I want the best care, treatment and understanding for you or for your child, but that doesn't mean that I don't deserve the recognition, support, help and treatment. And the whole idea that there needs to be different labels or it needs to be called something else, we're trying to get away from labels that cause problems in the first place. Autism is autism. Some people are higher support needs, some people are lower support needs. But this idea that lower support needs autism doesn't impact the person is such... I can't... Anyway, I will do a full video, like I said. This is just unedited. This is my thoughts. There's Barney in the background. I just needed to get this off my chest. Discuss in the comments, but please be kind, be supportive. Don't tear each other down. Don't tear me down, please, if possible. But let me know what you think and why you think this is happening and what we can do to try and prevent the direction it feels like we're going in.